Welcome to your Change Your Self-Limiting Beliefs mindful meditation. It's so important to take a few moments out of each day to relax for a few minutes. Meditating can help you focus and keep your brain young. Indeed, meditating can help you to become a better decision maker. It can reverse the effects of the stress response, and meditating can improve your focus and attention. Today, we are going to focus on changing those self-limiting beliefs that we can often have. Beliefs that can hold us back in our lives and in our careers. It can be incredibly easy to change a limiting belief just by challenging our thoughts. This means that you don't have to wait months, weeks, or even days to change your thinking. You can create a more positive mindset in seconds, just by changing the way you think and feel, and by challenging those long-held beliefs about yourself. Indeed, you can start to change your self-limiting beliefs right now, in this very moment. So let's get started. It's comforting to know that you can close your eyes, take in some nice, long, slow, deep breaths, and relax. Your body becoming still and comfortable. The thoughts in your mind slowing down with each breath, bringing your focus back to each breath as you relax deeper and deeper. And imagine yourself really letting go now, more and more deeply relaxed with each breath you take. Imagine yourself fully relaxed and at ease with yourself. Invite yourself to fully embrace this experience, to fully take part in just enjoying this feeling now. Allowing your body to slow down, your mind to be still, and allow yourself to be filled with the wonderful feelings of rest and relaxation. I'd like you now to just continue to breathe deeply as we go on this wonderful journey of self-discovery. So, to begin, I would like you to imagine yourself outside in a very safe and pleasant place. This can be anywhere you choose. Somewhere beautiful in nature that you've visited in the past, or somewhere you've made up in your own mind. Anywhere you would like to go is perfectly fine. So take yourself there in your mind now, while you continue to breathe slowly and deeply. And for a moment, I would like you to just observe those things in your special place. Notice the colours around you, the textures beneath your feet, the sounds that you can hear, and the overall feel of this calm and tranquil place. And now I'd like you to notice the way that you feel here. What sensations does this place evoke within you? If this is your first time to visit this special place, then you can give yourself permission to walk around now and discover everything about this place. And if you've been here before, you can discover more and more about this special place that you weren't aware of before. You're all alone here, feeling safe and secure in the knowledge that you can visit this place at any time. In a moment, I want you to find somewhere comfortable there, where you can sit or lie down. And when you're comfortable, you can look up at the blue sky above you. You notice how blue it is, how perfect it looks, as if someone had painted it especially for you. You notice the sun now, high in the sky, filling you with warmth which relaxes you further. And then you notice a fluffy white cloud in the sky. It's perfectly formed, and as you watch it, it begins to change shape. You just take some time now to watch that cloud and the shapes that it forms before your very eyes. Slowly and surely, changing every second, inch by inch, You feel completely calm and relaxed, just watching your cloud. And soon a breeze comes along and your cloud starts to move across the clear blue sky, forever changing and adapting every second. You get up now and notice the path beneath your feet. You can see now that this path leads to a gate, and beyond the gate, you can see a garden. You make your way over to the gate now. It's a small wooden gate, and you can see now that there's a fence around the garden, confining it to a small space. You open the gate, and it creaks slightly, reluctant at first to move, but then shifting as you insist that you enter. You step into the garden. There are flower beds around the edges near the small fence that surrounds its perimeters, but the beds contain very few flowers. Instead, you can see weeds, grown out of all proportion, suffocating any flowers that may be trying to grow here. Some of the weeds are spiky and sharp-looking. Others are kinder to the eye, but all are weeds. There's no mistake about it. You notice a small fountain in the centre of the garden. You make your way over to it and sit down beside it. The figurine at the centre of the fountain is chipped and damaged and covered in moss and mould. The water stopped flowing there a long time ago. You take this time to look more closely around the garden. You wonder how so many weeds have been able to flourish in such a small space, and you wonder where they all came from in the beginning. Were they planted there? Were they part of the soil all along, ready to grow whatever happened? Had others been to the garden before you and planted these seeds? As you ponder on these thoughts, you begin to think about yourself and those things that you believe about yourself to be true. Like the weeds that grow here, there are certain things that you believe about yourself to be true, things that have held you back in the past. Those negative things that you believe to be true about yourself are like the weeds here in this very garden. They have been stopping you from reaching your full potential. They've been holding you back, limiting you from ever being your very best. They have stopped your positive beliefs from developing in the same way that these weeds have stopped the beautiful flowers from growing. And instead, they've choked and strangled your ability, leaving you stuck here amidst the weeds and broken fountain. Here in this place, you can begin to think about the importance of your beliefs and what they mean to you. After all, your beliefs make up your world. You may begin to wonder where these limiting beliefs that you have held for so long have come from. They're made up of collected thoughts and formed through your own unique experiences. There may have been one event where the limiting belief was planted, and consequently, that limiting belief grew as more experiences contributed to helping the belief to flourish. When you believe something to be true, you often discount any counter-evidence there may be. You don't see the roses for the thorns because you look to reinforce your beliefs every single day. This is the job of your unconscious mind. But the problem is that when you believe something limiting to be true, this can be damaging, as you may label yourself as not good enough, stupid, or unlovable. You may believe so strongly that these beliefs are true that you fail to see those things that happen which do make you lovable and worthwhile. A belief is a belief, but that's all it is. It doesn't mean that it's a fact although you may feel strongly about it, that it may seem to you to be completely true. To break down the unhelpful beliefs that you have, it's important to remember that these are only beliefs, a collection of assumptions that you've made, and for whatever reason, you've stuck with. Each time you have allowed your experiences to reinforce this belief, you have allowed the weeds to grow stronger. But your past experiences do not have to equal your future experiences. And although your experiences may shape you, they do not have to define you. You can choose better beliefs for yourself. You can choose to make things happen for you for the better. You can make that choice for yourself. So now, you imagine yourself going over to one of the spikier looking weeds. You reach out and pull it right out from the roots. At first, it feels as though it's firmly planted in the soil, but after some persistence on your part, it gives way. It's been growing for some time, getting bigger and bigger each day. All the time, taking vital minerals from the soil and preventing anything else from growing in that area. You move on to the next one. Again, at first its roots seem firmly stuck, firmly embedded in the soil. But after some time, you manage to pull it out, ensuring that all of it is removed. You continue on, examining and removing each weed carefully, ensuring that every bit of each weed is gone. And then you move back to the fountain. You take a short break, admiring the work that you've done. The garden already looks and feels much better, and your mind seems clearer. You seem more focused and less distracted. You continue on, clearing the weeds one by one, each one now becoming easier to remove. And when you've finished clearing every weed, you once again take a seat at the edge of the fountain. You really do feel different. For what seems like forever, you are hanging on to these limiting beliefs about yourself. And who could blame you? Your beliefs make up your world after all. However, what you failed to see was the damage that these limiting beliefs had done to you. Your potential stifled. You dismissed any positive things that counterbalanced your limiting belief, as you were stuck in this negative pattern, forever shrouded in weeds. You looked and saw only things that supported your limiting beliefs. It was as if you had been walking around with blinkers on, filtering out those times when you did succeed, those times when you felt you were worthy and good enough. But now, here in this beautiful garden, you can see with clarity the wonderful person that you are. You gaze into the fountain and see your reflection. For the first time in a long time, it's clear. You see yourself as a happy, positive person, and you know that in the coming days, weeks and months, this is what you'll become. Tending to your garden of beliefs regularly, you will be able to ensure that only the most beautiful flowers grow here. You have a choice. Those old limiting beliefs are fading from your mind now, as you clear those weeds and the evidence that supported them, like the very roots themselves, weakened as you make a determined effort to see things more clearly, looking for counter-evidence of your beliefs about yourself. And so your abilities start to change in a most profound way. and you can begin to think again about where they came from in the first place. Did someone else force these beliefs on you? Were you always told as a child that you weren't good at something, so much so that you started to believe it? But were you really a failure? Are there not lots of wonderful things in your life that you do well? What are those things that you have already achieved? Did you not learn valuable lessons from any mistakes that you may have made? From now on, you are determined to ensure that the weeds in your beautiful garden do not flourish and grow any longer. Your focus has changed completely. No longer do you believe that you are not worthy or not good enough. You believe that you can and you will succeed at anything you put your mind to. And should you not succeed the first time, you can learn from your mistakes. So, instead of berating yourself, you can ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And at the end of each day, you will ask yourself, what did I do well today? And what can I learn from the things that I didn't do so well? From today, this is how you will learn and grow as a person. This is how your garden will flourish, and before long, you will see that the fountain in this place is working again. The water flowing, bringing this garden back to life, making you a stronger, more resilient person, no longer shrouded by self-doubt and old limiting beliefs, but growing each day into a wonderfully self-assured person. Sooner than you can ever imagine, your fountain of growth will be overflowing and your garden in full bloom of health, love, and happiness. Take a few quiet moments now to reflect on all the suggestions I've made for you today. Know that from today, you can take control of your limiting beliefs and remove them from your mind one by one. Just enjoy these last few moments of total relaxation as this session is now coming to an end. In a moment, I will count from 1 to 5. As I count from 1 to 5, you will gradually return to the here and now and awake fully refreshed. With each number I say, you'll feel yourself coming back slowly and easily, and you can bring back with you that wonderful image of the fountain in full flow as you continue to create those feelings of confidence and self-worth, knowing that these will grow stronger for you each and every day. So beginning to come back now. 1, 2, coming up. 3, taking a long, slow, deep breath in. 4, breathe out. And 5, eyes open and welcome back.